There was a boy with tremendous anger issues who one day was acting in an uncontrollable manner, and he took a bunch of rocks and he was throwing them at people and hurting them. And Reb David went and he held on to the kid to get him to stop, after repeatedly asking him to stop. And this boy, this teenage boy, punched Reb David in the face. 60 times! He shattered his jaw. Reb David, the Gadol Hador of Avas Yisrael, would not stop him, he just held him. That's the story. And the boy eventually had to leave yeshiva, and decades passed. And then Reb David got sick, and his Talmidim came by for one last hug. And this guy came, and he knocked on the door, and he's standing there, and his life is a complete mess. He has a broken family now, his own broken family. And he's standing there at the door. He had flown in from out of the country. And Rabbi David smiles, he says, "Come on in." And the guy's standing there at the doorway, and he's crying. And he walks in, malei busha uchlima, full of shame. And he says, "Rebbe, I came to say, I'm sorry, I came to ask mechila." And Rabbi David said, "You will do no such thing. You did nothing to me. What do you have to ask forgiveness for?" "Nope, you cannot ask mechila." And the boy starts begging, "Please, let me ask mechila." And he says, "Nope, you didn't do anything to me. Why would you ask mechila?" And they're fighting. And then the boy, who's a man now, he hangs his head, and David says to him, "Let me ask you something. Do you remember the sugya we were learning when I had to ask you to leave yeshiva?" He said, "No, I have no idea. How would I remember that?" And David says, "Because I do. I remember exactly what we were learning 25 years ago. I'll tell you what. You sit down next to me. You learn with me once more. You let me hug you once more. And you can ask mechila for whatever you want." You know, after all these al-chait, you would think at the end of Ne'ilah, the last words we'd scream to Hashem is, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." But the vidui of Ne'ilah is almost an afterthought. There's a token of shamnu. There's no al-chait whatsoever. Why? And I think that maybe the Rabbi Shalom is telling us after a full day of Yom Kippur, no more I'm sorry's. And we're begging, please let us say I'm sorry one more time. And the Rabbi Shalom says, "You know what? You just come next to me. You sit down next to me. You let me hug you once more. You let me hold you and tell you how precious you are in my eyes. One more, Hashem Hu Elokim. And if you want to ask forgiveness, go ahead." That's how much Hashem loves us. My birchas hedyet to us all is that we should be zoiche to gmar chasima tova. We should all be written b'sefer hachayim. We should be able to proudly stand before HaKadosh Baruch Hu and list our shortcomings, our al-chetz and al-shamnus. We should have the strength to do it. And at the end of Yom Kippur, we should be zoiche to look at ourselves with the love that the Rabbi Shalom looks at us with. Thank you.